Kindy Rockstars. Prepare for a treat, let's meet and greet some bands and singers that are super sweet, making music that's fun for boys and girls. Help them learn about this great big world. Fun for the family, yes it's true, your kids will love it and you will too. Clap and dance and sing aloud, become a part of the Kindy crowd. These songs will make you move your feet and give your ears a great big treat. So settle in, grab your guitars, and let's get to know our Kindy Rockstars. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kindy Rockstars. This is the show that gives you the stories behind the songs from some of the best bands and singers that are making fun, informative, educational, catchy, and occasionally silly songs for children and families. I'm your host, Patrick Adams, and each episode of Kindy Rockstars will feature an artist and a featured song. So let's get to this week's show. We are here today with Beppie. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. All right. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your band, your music, what inspired your name. Anything you want
my name. Yeah. So my name, everybody asked me that because it's such a weird name. And everyone's like, did you just make it up or where did it come from? But it's actually my nickname. I have two younger siblings. And when I was growing up, they couldn't say Stephanie. So it was just Eppie. And then Eppie turned into Beppie. And then that's just stuck. So to this day, that's my nickname. And I just figured when I started doing children's music, I was like, you know what? I might as well just use my nickname because little kids, my demographic, they can't say Stephanie. That's a mouthful. So it just made sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good name. It works.
Yeah, it works really well.
So tell me a little bit about your background.
So I am a music teacher. I'm a private music teacher. I've been teaching music for over 21 years now. And I teach piano and singing and ukulele and group classes to preschoolers. So that's how my whole children's music career started, because I started teaching the preschool music classes. I started writing music specifically for those curriculums that I was developing. And then the parents of those classes were like, these songs are really fun and the kids really love them. I wish we could listen to them at home. And so I thought to myself, is there a way that I can record these? And so I did. I went into the studio. There was a studio at the time at the school. There still is at the school that I teach at. And we recorded everything there. And that was our first album. And then before you knew it, we had a second album. And then that one got nominated for a Juno. So then we were like, maybe I'll do a third album. And then I did. And now we're working on our fourth full-length album, and then we've also got a Christmas EP out there as well. So we've been just writing music like crazy since I think 2015. So
it's awesome. You know, I find that everybody has that moment of inspiration that got them into this, and you should record that. It's like, I should record that. Absolutely. So what influences your style of music? I had to listen to some of it, and there's quite a variety.
Isn't it though? So my MO with children's music is just to push boundaries. So I've always wanted to just do a whole bunch of different genres. And so that opened up the door to doing all sorts of crazy stuff. So I've done like heavy metal and rap, and we've done jazz and blues and rock and dance, like electronic dance music. And the day I did a rap was the day I realized that I'm in it, like I'm just really in this for like as much as I can do. And so we're working on a sea chanty right now, and we've done big band, all that kind of stuff. So basically we are looking to do a little bit of everything: folk music, country music, a cappella. Like, I don't know if there's a genre. I mean, there's some crazy genres out there, but like subgenres, but all the major genres of music I've tackled. And originally that was just because I wanted kids to hear a little bit of everything. I wanted them to throw my album on and listen to it from beginning to end and be like, oh, this is different. This song is completely different from the last song. And this song is completely different from that song and the other song. I didn't want anybody to listen to my songs and be like, oh, that song sounds exactly the same. And that song sounds exactly the same. Because I wanted to give kids a really, really kind of eclectic mix of music. And so that's been my goal with every album, is just to be like, let's mix it up. Let's try a bunch of new things. The more new things I try, the more fun I have with it. And then I think that translates to the energy and the, you know, the feel of the music on the album too. So,
you know, that's what's great about children's music, is that every genre you can make children's music out of.
Exactly. Exactly.
So how did you get through the pandemic, and have you gotten out performing live?
Did I get through did you get through the pandemic? Are we through the pandemic?
Barely. Well, yeah, that's a good question, isn't it?
Yeah, it's I think it's been really hard, as you can attest, and as many of our friends in the industry can attest to. It's been rough. We've definitely had to think outside the box and try things that we probably weren't ready to try or weren't comfortable trying. And here we are, doing all sorts of really cool things. One of the things that I got involved with was the Switch On Global Telethon. I was a curator and producer for the North American version of like a global children's music telethon. So it was really awesome to just be able to connect with people all across the world, because why not? We got nothing else to do, right? So we're connecting more. And so I think that's probably the one thing that I've learned from the pandemic, is that we should connect with other people in our genre, with other artists. And it's awesome to meet you, and it's awesome to meet like so many of these other artists that are doing so many cool things, and collaborating with them and learning from them. So I think that's what I tried to focus on, was the positive things, was not what did I lose, because I know we've all lost, you know, how many tours did I have? I had, for the first time in a long time, I thought maybe I could do this full time. I had so many gigs lined up, and then they all got taken away. And so I'm really glad that I didn't quit my day job in the end of things, because it worked out really well. But yeah, I just focused on, okay, so how can we do this differently? And what are the good things that we're getting out of it? And trying not to stress about what we've lost, because things have just changed so dramatically. So it's been really cool to connect. That's my biggest thing that I focused on. So
yeah, and I think that the pandemic created this interesting genre of music where people were collaborating and creating videos using Zoom or something like that. And it really was interesting and fun to watch some of these.
Yeah.
Kind of like everybody's just kind of playing in their own room, but man, did it gel when it all came together. And
oh yeah, it was really cool to see some of the creative projects that came out of the works after the pandemic, right? Like not even just with the music industry, but some of the films and the stories and the books and all that kind of stuff, because what can we do if we can't perform? We create. So so that's been, I guess, one of the bonuses too. But yeah.
Yeah, that's how I used my the pandemic lockdown. I actually created the music and really kind of finished my album during that time. So
yeah,
I made good use of it.
Yeah, gotta do something, right?
Yep, exactly. All right, you ready to get into the song?
I am totally ready.
The song on this week's episode is called Dino-Mite, a super catchy dance track from Beppie. Tell me about this song and what inspired it.
So a few years ago on my second full-length album, my producer and I rewrote a song called Larry and Joe. And Larry and Joe was about these really hip, cool dinosaurs who had this really catchy song that had like a dance to go with it. And anytime I perform, that's like the hit song. And it was so fun. And it's my most streamed song on Spotify. And it's my most requested song when I perform. So I just turned to my producer one day and I was like, what if we did like a sequel? Like, can we do that? Can we do sequels to songs? And just like elaborate on this story of Larry and Joe and, you know, get to know them a little bit more and have some more fun with those two dinosaurs, because It's literally the coolest thing ever, right? And he was like, why can't we do that? We can do whatever we want, right? Which is the beauty of children's music, like we were saying before, is that we have so much freedom. So we decided to write this sequel called Dino-Mite, and it's about Larry and Joe. And they've, in the first song, all we know is that they love to dance. And the second song, they write a dance, they compose a dance. And so the song is all about them teaching the dance and dancing together. And then Larry is the big T-Rex. He writes his own dance, and it's ridiculous. And it's a big, huge rap break in the song where the beat drops and everything goes crazy and you can't even barely keep up to all of his moves. And so it was just really fun and hilarious. And then on top of writing that song, we actually illustrated it in a book too, and brought those characters to life. And so I'm like obsessed with how adorable they are. Like the most adorable little dinosaurs ever. So it worked out really well. And it was just so easy to write that song. It just came out and it was so fun and so catchy the whole time. So we're excited. It's been about 2 years we've been working on that track, and we're finally now sharing it with the world, and we couldn't be happier with how it turned out.
All right. Well, let's play it. Everybody out there, you're going to love this one. It is a total earworm. You're going to remember it after you hear it. Here is Dino-Mite by Beppie.
Hey, Larry.
Hey, Joe, what's up?
I got this brand new dance I made up. Want to try it?
Yeah, I do. What's it called?
Dino-Mite.
Oh, I get it because we're dinosaurs.
Stomp to the left, stomp to the right. Wiggle that dino tail tonight. Turn it all around. If you feel alright, then roar, 'cause you're dynamite. Stomp to the left, stomp to the right. Wiggle that dino tail tonight. Turn it all around. If you feel alright, then roar, 'cause you're dynamite. People don't think that dinos can dance, but Larry and Joe do it every chance they get. Can't quit, they're too legit, 'cause these two dinos get cool with it. They're turning up the heat with their brand new beat. They've got new moves for the dino feet. Fantastic, elastic, and instant classic. You can dance along if you're feeling Jurassic. Stomp to the left, stomp to the right. Wiggle that dino tail tonight. Turn it all around. If you feel alright, then roar, 'cause you're dynamite. Stomp to the left, stomp to the right. Wiggle that dino tail tonight. Turn it all around. If you feel alright, then roar, 'cause you're dynamite.
Yo, Joe, I made up a dance too. Check this out. First, you take your right arm, put it over top of your left arm. Then take your left leg, put it back behind your right leg. Then you take your eyes and you cross them. Swing around your arms, you're beginning to floss them. Then fly the helicopter to the rodeo showdown. A tiptoeing elephant is coming to throw down. And I don't even really know where we should go now. A verb, adjective, maybe a pronoun?
I think it's better if we just keep it simple.
Good idea.
Stomp to the left, stomp to the right. Wiggle that dino tail tonight. Turn it all around. If you feel alright, then roar, 'cause you're dynamite. Oh, you're dynamite. Stomp to the left, stomp to the right. Wiggle that dino tail tonight. Turn it all around. If you feel alright, then roar, 'cause you're dynamite. Stomp to the left, stomp to the right. Wiggle that dino tail tonight. Turn it all around. If you feel alright, then roar, 'cause you're dynamite. Stomp to the left, stomp to the right. Wiggle that dino tail tonight. Turn it all around. If you feel alright, then roar, 'cause you're dynamite.
That was Dino-Mite. I am 100% sure you all enjoyed that. So Beppie, tell everyone where they can stream and download that and where they can find you on social media.
So you can head over to beppiemusic.com. That's my website, and you can find all my music on there. And you can literally stream my music anywhere. So anywhere that you go online to stream your music, you will be able to find Beppie.
Very good. Well, Beppie, thank you so much for doing the show today. It's been a pleasure having you on.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.